Nagosogere omwancho muligere bwetaseni Ndizi TV chiaragire Chinsa Ikomi chiabono mugoroba sentunde ndeto komera na sembe asekerenga yokone kiabona tonyere ko bato komanya senchire ubwinge kegima aliagendrete imena isiko yorogongo rwa Gusii Joshua utana to kopatana nera gwetera somonwa we manyerero chinga ki John ke batewe gagende to koba kwene kiabuna chibicha amonelio gichiago chira senchira yobo ikira ngwera nande asekaro gitarike tambe linde tunyare ko bato komanya nyamo nae. Tira ase mitandao ya ito ya Facebook mwancho muligena bakutubwati buna Ndizi TV News Digital boigo gwetera ase YouTube Ndizi TV aboigo news aboigo gwetera ase website ito www.ndizitv.net lindo nyara koba kwego kina kwemanya mange nganyalira koba gagwate kelitera nengoro kwa Josphat Hamisi nako aliganirie ase nchira yobo ikeranu ase boigo aboro kiwa banyale koba gukora amatemu aboyegire dikeligia gatano na limo amatemu aba kipsea naboigo KCPE banyare ko bakwirana ase chinga naboyo kwenekia una banyare ko bagusanga amo na bamwa potoko chaka Amayia Chinsa Ikomi asenchire bwenkegima ni gobono abakimbizi gose abatami anene korwa asorogongo rwa Gusii banyare ko bago chichamo iseye kyombe keliage korwa asorogongo rwa Nyanza naboyo Western Caucus asekerenga gyo kweneke bono banyare ko bagosegetana nago kwana chingwana ejo chiranyara ko bachigo ikera serikali asekerenga gyo kwenekia ngabanyare ko babakonyora obwene bwabo korengana nabarabunigo batebire asenga kintambe banyare ko bagoetana na ase ebigambero chinga kibagendera ko bakorigia obwene bo wakanwa enibo yabo magaya barabo anene gosiria amali abo ne chinyomba chiabo cyanyari to ko bachigotagurwa.
Tumekubaliana kwa mmoja kwa sababu mmoja wetu alikuwa anafikiria majina ya watu wake yatakuwa yameachwa nje. Na hiyo ndio maana sana tulikuwa tunakutana na tumetatua hiyo shida zote, mambo ya majina, mambo ya watu wake na watu wa kila mtu washapatanishwa pamoja ili watu wetu kama Kisii tufurahie pamoja. Tumekubaliana kwa umoja kwamba yale matatizo yote yametupiliwa mbali, kama ni mambo ya koti imetolewa na kila kitu kimekuwa swali.
Tumekuja kusuluhisha haya mambo kuhusiana na mwenzetu ambaye alikuwa analalama kwamba majina yake bado hayachachukuliwa, lakini leo tumemaliza hilo jambo, tutaenda kuangalia. Nataka kuwaomba ndugu waheshimiwa wachumbe wote kutoka Nyamira, Kisii wote waungane ili wasaidia wa Kisii ambao wametaafika kwa miaka mingi sana. Wakati wengine wanavyosaidia sehemu zao, hatujui wale wachumbe ambao tuliowachagua nyinyi mko wapi. Tunadhani kwamba hili jambo mtalichukulia kwa uzito zaidi na kwa undani.
Mimi vile nasimamia hii network ya Nyanza Western Caucus IDPs, kulikuwa na marumbano kidogo, na fikiri leo wale maofisa walitumwa na serikali kuja kutuweka pamoja tumalize ile marumbano, tumemaliza.
Togosuka mutumwanchua omorigereria bono nigo asentunda ende abateneribe dini me county ya Kisii se kyombe kelia gya Kisii Pastors and Clergy Forum banyara ko babagweso kiana koirane ngambia mono cha soboteneribe serikali ya county ya Kisii se mugabana Paul Simbarati ekone kiabuna aba MC nande banyara ko bakoirana se bunge asentunde ndego kwanera boya engwana eyo yanyaleta ko bagweti waburi na lichiko eyo arengete anane chikanisa chinyara ko bachigwa na ebanga korengana nabarabuni go baburire aba MC yabo chinga kibaragendekerere ko babago kwanera enkwane yubanyare ko bago tuterare ekengesa kielichiko elikyo kyale ko bage kwena na libaga go cyase chikanisa chinyare ko ba chikorusiwe bango
into totate go kebeka ngaine chikanisa chitu chinyinge kirasiriro bachaito liaito chire self sponsoring na abantu twetenenere tandeta yatokonyora musara abantu bakunyonyine sadaka ali mbali gwachoka ga gwechiro na ndekero ko barete kaniso bachoge gutatu ko bachogotochoga kabere biyamona so kwigwa na koirania mangana na rwata makei gali tu aboretie unabono ngakosoe kesha toruwa tobori ngakire wiki wakane chiri busano osego goso mutienyo wakane chiri gwemerongebere akino na noroje in practical terms negento kitanyarekane ekerego ikanga amasakarari tokobeka togotangasa ng'a tukabwata omokutano kera risakaro akane chiri shilingi 10 chibese chiu chiake mono gono ruchinga kwabwata amasakarari bweyemo achire chibese chinyinge ng'a gokobeka sign post yari akoro kinga bante kanisa erego chiaiga nero ya attract chibese okubwatania omonte nyangi ora akana nainde oakana serikali anene umanya gochana ndo akana ase county umanya gokora that religious activity igengali nga basabu nko basera tole tobaboye banyoma barasa ko ba ngakibona tukubara kwike Gusii barasa ko baba abantu batanyomete bose bajake ko basa abana baito bakorengera rie nyange orango ko basambwango kubwa gocha gokore nyange nebintu binde buna amasakarari tokabika akuru kubanas akotangase mekutano tobwate iga nganara arusibwe bango
Tokoska motu mwancho murigari magika yumrai bwense Daktari William Ruto ko bwatoka amalita ao ayo yabarai anene barachikoba kuinangiwa ekoba abambassador ase Chinsa alitukulia lero nigo ekomiti ye bunge yanyarakoba go se digo elitalia ye Stella Orina yanyarakoba ligo chorwa buna anyarakoba gati abambassador bwense ya Germany litukulia lero nigo Stella Orina nyarakoba gagoikirana ase ekomiti eyo ye bunge asanyarakoba gakwiraniria amabolio anene bitambo rukiara nyarakoba gakwira elio kwenekia buna okubwaterana gati ense ya Kenya nense ya Germany wanyarakoba asenchira yobororo nigo Stella boiganyarakoba gagotebanga anyarakoba gakwori bagelio nachikwenekia buna obumanyi bwekerero gose digital obugendrete imense ya German wanyarakoba boko bwaterana amonense ya Kenya na kwenekia buna boigo ense ya Kenya nyarakoba kegwesira.
Yes, indeed, Germany is a technology giant. And as a country, we are looking for opportunities for our youth who are unemployed, would like to create jobs. And we have the creative industry that we can improve from our collaboration with Germany. We have the same consumer. There's a lot that we can learn and borrow from Germany. In terms of trade, we have e-commerce, electronic commerce. We can partner with companies to help promote Kenyan products electronically. And we have the county hospitals when it comes to the health sector. Germany is a country that we can get medical equipment from, medical technology to equip our county hospitals. This is the same also for education sector, digital learning. We now have the open, the open university? So there's a lot we can borrow from Germany.
Igoro naki ense ya Kenyera chikoba ge konyora obokonyi anene gwetera ase chigo sori ichiri chirengete engoyo nigo Stella Orida boiganyara kobaga goteba buna aiguri bagelio na chikwenekia buna ense ya Germany anyare kobage kubwatera ense ya Kenya na kwagacha echiskuru chigo sori imense ya Kenya chichira chikoba chikwena na amaigelio liogosira anene egosori engoyo imense ya Kenya.
In terms of football, yes, there used to be something like football made in Germany, and we can engage with the football academies in Germany to be able to improve the football academy in Kenya in terms of its infrastructure, curriculum, development in training, and in very many aspects. When diplomacy fails or when diplomacy ends, that's when war begins. But still, even when war begins, diplomacy doesn't stop, it has to continue. So we have the order that we see it in the international system is because we have international law. It would be more, like murkier if we didn't have international law.
To kurigiria amangana arengete etaro yaye omoroti Charles Sogatatu bwense ya Bongereza bono nigo anyalete koba wikirana imense ya Kenya no morugi oye kamira asokwenekia bono nyale kobaga kokora etaro ya matuko ane imense ya Kenya litukurigoro nigo omurai bwense Daktari William Ruto anyalete koba kwarigania omoyega bwendagera ya mugoroba guchiase abagania banyalete koba wikirana boikirana aroro moyigo inigo baretete amo barai awe chinsemo chonsi cha kisiasa seruto anyalete koba gwetogeria obwamate obuyaga tiense ya Kenya na bwigense ya Bongereza na boigo komo togia Charles omuruti ogatatu anene imiense ya Bongereza.
And the United Kingdom are celebrating 60 years of diplomatic relations. This by no means implies that our peoples were total strangers before that. Neither does it mean that we live in denial of our history. We cannot live as prisoners of the past. Neither can we go far into the future if we turn our backs on history and historical actions and omissions whose legacies encumber our present. As a matter of fact, formal British presence in Kenya was proclaimed in 1897 by an order in council, which inaugurated European settlement and the displacement, dispossession, and disenfranchisement of native Africans, paving the way for a brutal colonialism.
Chingaki echechonere omoruoti Charles ogatatu Obongereza nigo boiganyalete kobaga korwa engwana ya sanyalete kobaga kogokera amariganio amaya anyalete kobaga yanyora gocha ase ense ya Kenya na boigo kumeria amakongu ya Kenya banyalete kobaga gwetera chingaki chiria bare kobaga korwanera obosibole imense ya Kenya.
The wrongdoings of the past are a cause of the greatest sorrow and the deepest regret. There were abhorrent and unjustifiable acts of violence committed against Kenyans as they waged, as you said at the United Nations, a painful struggle for independence and sovereignty. And for that, there can be no excuse. In coming back to Kenya, it matters greatly to me that I should deepen my own understanding of these wrongs, and that I meet some of those whose lives and communities were so grievously affected. None of this can change the past, but by addressing our history with honesty and openness, we can perhaps demonstrate the strength of our friendship today. And in so doing, we can, I hope, continue to build an ever closer bond for the years ahead. As Jomo Kenyatta said, our children may learn about the heroes of the past. Our task is to make ourselves the architects of the future.
Togos kamotu bono nigo abamenyi kuruase kaunti ya Nandi beso kirena komocha esekrekari enene anene ase wizara yobosombi nechipara ise yaye omwaziri Kipchumba Murkomen na segetambo keryo kubwato kachibesa chinge kegima echira chikoba chikwene kebuna chipara ime kaunti ya Nandi chanyalira koba chikwagachwa mpako kwana mone chinyumba choborali nigo abamenyi bate abire kaunti ya Nandi nero ase chikaunti chonse merongo ene na isano na ibire anyara koba gekonyora chibesa chinge kegima chimilioni 50 kati ye chikaunti chinde echara koba chikonyora chibesa chinyinga gwetania chimilioni 100.
That the allocations are based on some sidelines and evening discussions. It was to our shock that Murkomen could suggest in a full clear of camera that there is some sideline meetings that usually happen in the evening in order for him to allocate some funds. It was regrettable again that Mheshimiwa Murkomen could go further to even suggest that Nandi County could not qualify to such amount because most of their leaders could not turn up during such odd-hour meetings.
There are these allocations up and above the budget, the normal budget that you hear everybody talking about, that usually comes that goes to regions. We are urging the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure to actually consider Nandi because of the pathetic state of our road network. Because the normal allocation that we are usually getting, the annual one, is not sufficient enough to be able to maintain our roads to actually motorable standards.
Lakini tunaomba kwa unyenyekevu ya kwamba sisi kama wakaaji wa Nandi tunataka mkao wetu za zile wanakaa kwa hizo kaunti zingine kama Uasin Gishu, Elgeyo Marakwet, Kericho na pale pengine, pia sisi tuweze kupata kiwango kizuri kwa vile hao wakaaji wa Nandi waliweza kuamka mapema na kupigia kura rais wetu.
Oscar Mutwe samangana arengete amagendro nigo mugavana we county ya Kwale Fatuma Chane anyale kobaga guchakia umorobuli bwejbu agachibwe chipara CNSMose ase omuchi oyokwale aboyo kwenekia buna obwagachi bwemetaro eyegwetia amacha boigo yanyale kobake kwaga chwa buna egetambukero ekomogyo kwenekia banyale koba kwirigania asembura yelininyo ere mutwe kubatekana na Fatuma nigatebire yongati yemerobeli ya serikali iyo ye county ya Kwale genda tokobekwira iri kweneke bune nyale kobekirania chira cha magendero.
Na kwa sababu ya resources hatuwezi kufanya kila kitu kwa awamu moja. Kwa hivyo leo hii nataka tu tuwakabidhi mkandarasi ambaye atawafanyia kabro, alafu tena awatengenezee gates. Hizi gates pia ziwe za kisasa. Amen. Alafu awatengenezee drainage. Ile swala la drainage pia tunatatua katika hii mpango huu wa sasa hivi. Si hapo ni sawa?
Kwale yetu tunaomba tuigeuze sura. Wale ambao wanafanya biashara wafanye biashara mahali kwa heshima, na wale ambao ni wasafiri nao wasafiri mahali kwa heshima, na wale wakaaji pia waishi katika sehemu ya heshima.
Awono toko ya butolera Amayia Chinsa Ikomi asenchire ubenge omwancho muri chinga kingwera libagere kubakara mbya mana soko eneke kwanyala kwa kwera libagari yago ekobwatia emero berio ya itona Amayia buna ya kurwa segeta seniki Ndizi TV twabwatera na amonere Joshua Auta weterase omono bwemanyerio chinga kijoni kebatanyara kwa kwenekia buna chibicha monerio gichiago chira senchira yoboi keranletera ngoro kwa Josphat Hamisi na kuganairio buligario buya gwemero berio imegeta seniki Ndizi TV.